Hi, my name is Kathy Mitchley, and I'm the owner of Local Tactics, an SEO and lead generation company located in Monroe Township. I am also Robert Klotz's sister-in-law. The reason I'm doing this short video is to simply point out to you some things that I would do for you to meet your objective of generating more clients who will invest a minimum of $1 million. As you have no doubt observed, there is a somewhat Wild West approach to SEO and lead generation these days, with some very high price tags to go along with it. Many people don't understand what is involved in SEO and are at the mercy of the market. Most professionals and business owners are too busy doing what they do. You don't have the time to sit down and study what is involved in SEO. Therefore, I want to offer some general education on what is involved in generating leads from the internet and therefore customers for your business. In that way, you'll be able to make a more knowledgeable decision on the route you want to go. I want to let you know here that I realize that there are certain things I'm going to talk about that are not going to pertain to your particular way of website marketing. But it's important in the understanding of how things work that you do know about these things. I will be going into more detail after laying the foundation, but until then I will be utilizing three main factors which you have told me are important to you. 1. You do not want any more content put on your website. 2. Your target market is high net worth individuals or other with a minimum $1 million to invest. 3. You have a limited budget. With that in mind, and reiterating that I understand you don't want more content on your site, please bear with me for just a minute. Generally, the top way to get leads and customers to your site is to rank high on the first page of Google for multiple keywords, which are simply words people use when they search for something. Why? Because when people get to the search results, 95% of all click-throughs come from page 1. Furthermore, of those 95%, more than 70% are from the top 3 spots. So how do you get to the top 3 rankings on Google? Usually through content. Google considers high authority and unique content the #1 driving force in its algorithm for providing results to its users. Therefore, if you want to be found as a high net worth investment manager, you would need content on your site with that long tail keyword sprinkled throughout that article. You would have that content on an individual page in your site. You would repeat this process for each keyword that you wanted Google to find you on and to list you high in the search rankings. With that said, and knowing that you don't want to put the content on your site, what would we do? Well, stay tuned and I'll tell you in a bit. The next thing is you can get on page 1 of Google through local listings. You already are on page 1 for the keyword of investment managers, Edison, New Jersey. You are ranking there in local results and also in the #2 position on organic results. This is local results and this is organic. Basically, there are 3 spots, 3 different results on any Google search. 1 is paid advertisings, also known as AdWords, where people actually purchase ads and pay per click every time someone clicks on their ad. The second is local results, which is this. And the third is organic, which is simply a natural selection process based on the Google algorithm. A better illustration on how local listings would work would be if I searched for my home for investment managers near me. Now, Google will pull up investment managers near the Monroe Township area, which is where I am searching from. They know through the user's IP address where that person is geographically while doing a search. The results are what are known as the 3-pack. These are the top 3 investment manager results in my area according to Google. 1, 2, 3. They do list more here, but very few people click on that. They used to have what was known as a 7-pack, which were results of 7, but they have recently scaled it back to 3. Now, although we showed that you are ranking in Edison for local results, there is no 3-pack there. That is because your competitors in that area probably do not have a local Google page, and that's good for you. The next step, after getting listed with Google Local, is to get what is known as citations. The objective to a citation is to get your name out in as many directories and listings as possible. An example of this is Yelp. If we can find the amount of citations your competitors have, and we outdo them, you will have a better chance of higher rankings. In addition, it is often common for the actual citation listing to rank high in the Google results, especially if there is little competition or not very well or optimized web pages. Here is a result of the top 60 citations and where you stand. As you can see, you're not listed in Yahoo or Bing, and some other firm by the name of Medical Technology Institute is using your phone number. In addition, all mentions of your name and address need to match. In other words, if you use 110 Fieldcrest Ave, Suite 15, Edison, New Jersey, such as you'd have here, you need all of it to be exactly the same. So in addition, you would need, if you just want to use AVE period, you would want to make sure everything is AVE period and not avenue spelled out. Now, I've also wanted to mention that I wrote a note down here that I checked on your Google local page, and you have 2, so we need to omit one of those. At any rate, you have a lot of work that we can do here to increase your citation flow, and first thing we need to do is get rid of this Medical Technology Institute. For some reason, they have your phone number. Now, once these listings are updated and corrected, we would then proceed to add more listings depending on your competition. In other words, if Goldman Sachs Asset Management has 102 citations, we'll make sure you have at least 103. Now, included in the citations are often sites such as Facebook, Yelp, and Foursquare, as in the results I've just showed you. These sites can on their own be great for ranking, as many people use them, and they're highly authoritative. So although you are on Facebook, you're not standing out, and you're not on Foursquare or Yelp because that other person is using your spot. So as I said before, we need to correct those. Now the next process, and the most important aspect to getting high rankings next to content, is backlinking. Consider backlinks as a vote from another website. That vote tells Google that you are being recognized as an authoritative source for the information you are being linked on. However, not all votes are equal. If johndoe.com sent you a link from his unknown website, it would not carry the same weight as a link from Goldman Sachs or from Wikipedia. So the objective is not so much for quantity as it is for quality. You need links from high-ranking, authoritative websites. Once you start getting these links, even with the existing content on your page, you will start getting huge movements within approximately 3 months. That's a general result, and everything is relative to the competition and supply in your market. Now here is an example, or it's actually your results of your page. And right now it's telling me that you have 89 external backlinks from 12 domains or websites, but you used to have 222 from 14. And what that's basically telling me is either these two other websites dropped you, or, as I suspect, maybe you changed your website and the pages that they were linking to no longer exist. Here are the top 5 backlinks currently pointing to your site. The only one in this list that really has any juice at all is this first one of Milburn Short Hills Chamber. They're a high trust and citation source, and therefore they're really the only ones carrying any weight. Next, what can I do for you? It's a good question. First, I will create a new website which will be designed around high net worth investing. This site will be used exclusively for the purpose of generating leads. As such, no investment advice or anything similar will be mentioned. In addition, there will be a disclaimer on the site that it is a referral service. The site will be targeted to local traffic starting in the Edison area. The site will be owned and operated by me. There will be 2 lead capture methods on the site. One will be a tracking phone number, which will be highly visible to the user. When he calls that number, it will be automatically forwarded to your line. Before you are connected to that lead, there will be a whisper message identifying it to you as a lead from me. I will track these calls and issue monthly reports. In addition, you have the option of recording the calls. If we do record the calls, the prospect will be notified in advance on the call that he is being recorded. In addition, there will be a lead generation form which the customer can fill out, and it will automatically be forwarded to any and all email addresses that you wish. Once the site is fully built, I will build an additional 6 sites to encompass other areas, including New York if you desire. All the leads generated would be exclusively for your use. Whatever towns you decide you want to target need to have a minimum 50,000 population. Your name will never appear on anywhere on these sites. There will be no mention of Fountainhead Capital Management, and there will be no mention of any of you individually. As I said, they will be completely mine, but you will get all of the leads exclusively. Now, this is an example of another site that I have done for a photography company. This is my site. Here is the tracking phone number, which when the customer calls it, it's forwarded to the photographer that is receiving these leads. In addition, here is the form, which would be similar, which goes to his email. I put in all of the information, I do all of the content, I do all of the SEO for this site and get it ranked highly, and thus I can generate numerous leads from these sites. The second thing I will do is to fix and add citations for your site and keep them up to date for a minimum of 3 months. The third thing I will do is add a minimum of 10 high-quality backlinks to get your site ranked higher. These will take approximately 3 months, as I said before you gain any traction on them. They need to appear to be a natural process, and therefore they have to be added slowly. However, once you're ranked high, you will stay there. Now, I'd just like to say a little bit about who I am and my qualifications. I'm actually familiar and quite familiar with your industry. I was a retail and later an institutional stockbroker for 25 years. I specialized with the institutional market with an equity new issue service, which updated them on deals and projected their performance in the aftermarket. In 1996, I was transferred to London, where I solely opened an office for my firm, set up all the trading systems, the clearing, dealt with the regulation, etc., and I created a new product which tracked international new issues. Within 2 years, and working completely alone, I was generating approximately $4 million in gross sales. I left that firm in 2003 and went back to Wall Street, working for Divine Capital Markets, which is a minority-owned firm, as the Director of International Sales. I recreated a database of the international U.S. equity offerings, which I sold to iPrio, which is a Goldman Sachs BlackRock company, in 2006. I then retired to help take care of my mother until her death in 2012. Since then, I have built a new company, which is Local Tactics, specializing in local business, internet marketing, as you see now. I look forward to speaking with you and talking with you further about what I can do for you and how I can facilitate your end goal, which is to generate more high net worth clients. In the meantime, please feel free to go on my website to have a look around, or you can call me at this number, 609-619-0189, or my direct line at 609-662-4545. Thanks very much for your time, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.